Jerry, you talked last week about needing to get on the same page, loving together on one page. What do you feel like is preventing everybody from getting on the same page right now?
What's preventing that? To be honest, I'm not sure. Uh, the only thing I can think of is the details of each individual. Just um, executing our plays individually. That's the only thing I can think of for real.
Is it surprising at this point in the season to be kind of where you're at in that regard? It's just having these moments in games, not placing blame on anyone specifically, but there's just these moments in games where there is this confusion, and whether it's too many people in the huddle or getting the play in it, like I don't know what's going on, but just is it surprising to you that you're this deep and these issues are still there and need resolved?
Yeah, those things that we need to get corrected. Like I said, main thing is being on the same page. Communicate each other, the personnel in and out the huddle. And I just feel like that's something that we need to do a better job of as a group.
How is that, as your quarterback and captain, how's Deshaun been through this, 1-4 start and the struggles you guys are having on offense?
It's frustrating for all of us. Nobody want to start season 1-4, but the only thing we could do is just keep our head up and keep pushing, keep grinding, keep working, and just take it day by day.
Jerry, the play on the goal line where it looked like you came open and Deshaun kind of scrambled and got sacked. What was your perspective on that kind of in real time and then seeing it on film?
Just scramble drill. He threw a nice pass. I got to make the play. I got to catch it.
But the one before that, where it looked like you kind of came open, you and Mark crossed, and you kind of put your arm up.
Yeah.
Did you expect that ball to come your way?
I always expect the ball to come my way if I'm running the route, but I can't really. What's the question you asking me?
I'm just wondering what you kind of saw in that play. When he think you were open?
Yeah, I thought I was open, but I thought I was open. I threw my hands up so he could see me. I know there was a lot of stuff going on in the back, so he probably couldn't see me. So I just did what I had to do for real. I definitely tried to make up for that damn drop, so I was running my ass off to get it back, but yeah.
Do you hear all of the bench Deshaun stuff that's going on out there on radio, TV, internet, ESPN, everywhere?
I be on Twitter sometime and you see that, but man, that's just the world we live in. No matter what, no matter how good Deshaun playing, if we losing, everybody gonna have an opinion on something. But once we start up and get this rolling, everybody gonna change their story, change the narrative on things. That's just how the media works. When we lose, they're gonna talk bad about you. When you win, they're gonna be all on your side. So, we can't control that. We just gonna keep doing us, keep working, and we got Deshaun back. We know the type of player he is and what he's capable of, and we're gonna just keep working.
Kevin said multiple times today, regardless of what we asked him about, whether it was quarterback, receiver, line, communication, whatever, he just said, we all have to play better. We all have to be better.
Yeah.
So how do you get to that where everybody steps it up and is better?
There's challenging people, challenging your teammates. Every day we step on the field, just make sure everybody got the right mindset to go in there and focus on the execution and details of the plays and make sure they're doing that 100%. That's the only way I could think of, by going out there and practice it and consistently doing it over and over.
Is the ball catchable enough? I know that might sound like a crazy question, but with you guys leading the league in drops, does anything need to change on the way the ball's coming in?
No, we just need to catch the ball.
What do you see with when you look at this Philadelphia defense? What challenges do they present to you?
They got a great defensive line. Got to make sure we do a great job against them. A decent back end. But mainly the most important part is just holding up that defensive line. They got a great interior D linemen, so we got do a great job around that area.
playing on the road isn't easy in this league. Philadelphia, I think, it seems to be like at a different level when it comes to just their fans and their passion and intensity.
Yeah.
How much tougher is that? Make it on you guys as you're sorting out some of these things when you've got a hostile crowd that's obviously not on your side.
Yeah, it's always tough playing road games, especially going to Philly, one of the loudest crowds in the league. But that shouldn't affect us as long as we're on the same page and doing what we're supposed to do. We practice that going to away stadium against loud crowds like that. So just make sure we keep doing what we're doing throughout the week for real.
Well, it looks so bad one week and it looks so good the following week. Offense. Can you get it turned around in 1 week so that it just looks so much different than it did last week?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we just gotta stay consistent. We can't have those ups and downs throughout the week. Like you just said, 1 week we good, the other week we don't look too good. We just gotta find that consistency, find that balance, and stick to it.
You're not going to go against them directly, but what makes Devontae Smith and Jeudy Brown such an equal receiver duo?
Just their ability to get open, their route running, what they do with the ball after they catch it, their yak ability. They're two great receivers that could do everything. As on offense. So it's always great to watch them play. So I'm excited to see them play.
There's been a lot of talk about play calling this week too. Does it matter to you guys who calls plays?
Huh?
Does it matter to you guys who calls plays? Whether it's Kevin
No,
or
it don't
Ken?
matter. At the end of the day, we got to go out there and execute and do it to our best ability. No matter what play is called, we got to do our jobs and make sure it works. We got to find a way to make it work.
The performance out there, obviously the interception, made some big plays, didn't get the results you want, but is what you did out there something that you want to build on and kind of share with the team?
Coach Tarver, he always, preaches that we, as linebackers, should, set a tempo, lead the defense in a way. I didn't feel like I did that to the highest possibility. Obviously, there's some good things in there, but obviously, there's things that we want to correct, not just, myself, but also as a linebacker unit. So, it was a solid performance that I think, there's a lot of room to grow.
That punch of the ball out, is that instinctive? Do you work on that? Like how do you?
Yeah, we work on it. We work on it in the linebacker room. That's obviously something that we preach, is just being able to get the ball out. When we are leaning towards the turnover margin, and we obviously win, we have a higher possibility, to win the game. But obviously, we want to make sure that we could just do our part as much as possible.
Jeremiah, looking ahead to this week, what kind of challenge does Barkley present with their offense?
Yeah, big challenge. You have a versatile quarterback. You have a versatile running back. They use him in the pass, use him in the run. Same thing with the quarterback. I think those other guys are coming back as well, 11-6, and obviously 88 has been a good target for them right now. So, it's going to be a great challenge for us as a defense. But again, when we face a challenge, we love to meet those expectations that we have for ourselves. So we can't wait.
What makes Jalen Hurts so good?
Versatility. He's able to extend plays, as most of the great quarterbacks are. When you go down the list and say, okay, these are the great quarterbacks, you obviously see a common denominator of guys that can extend plays, can call defenses out, can be balanced. Cool guys all can be an anchor for their offense. He's a great leader as well, and an intellectual. So we are going to have a challenge on our hand, but we can't wait for it again. So.
Mahmoud and Tony are among some of the guys that are eligible to come off IR this week. When they are able to come back, what kind of a boost does that give to your room?
Shoot, huge. Tony's a big energy guy. Mahmoud obviously has been progressing in his game. Is one that understands the game well, can call plays out. Mahmoud has a certain niche to him where he's a bigger guy. He's I'm about to go somewhere else. But yeah, he's a bigger structured guy. He's able to give us a force there, especially with heavier running back, and obviously Tony is a guy that has been here as long as me, came in with me, and our chemistry is great, and hopefully he'll get a chance to get back out there, and we'll see, and we'll take it from there. So.
Jeremiah, I know you're focused on your side of the ball and your responsibilities. There's just so much focus right now on the offense and just everything that's going wrong on that side of the ball. But from your perspective, do you guys in your room, are you aware of that, and does that maybe put a little extra on your plate, maybe to try and do a little bit more, which then may lead to a mistake here and there because you're trying to maybe compensate until the offense can get things on track?
Not necessarily. I mean, you'll see it. I think that our guys on defense, we're getting paid to do a specific job and a specific task and assignment, and we also have that sense of pride as well to fulfill our assignment, and that's being a defensive guy playing defense, focusing on the scheme that Coach Schwartz has for us. Obviously, Washington scored a lot of points, right? So obviously, we don't have everything that we have right now, either, right? So we have some things to focus on. We have some things to correct, and that's our focus for right now.
How do you prepare for a play like the tush push?
We'll see. I mean, tomorrow's short yardage day, so we'll see tomorrow. Yeah.
Jeremiah, looking at some of the tackling issues maybe you guys have been having, I know Jim Schwartz talked about it last week, but how much of it do you think is just getting the guy to make that second contact on these plays?
Yeah, I mean, I actually was thinking about short yardage. Can you ask the question again?
Oh, it's okay. The missed tackles that you guys are dealing with as a defense, like how much of it do you think is guys not making that second contact when they're supposed to, or cleaning up plays? Jim talked about that last week.
Yeah, I mean, again, our mission first and foremost is to be able to make the tackle with the first guy, specifically the linebacker, specifically me, taking better angles, making sure that we wrap up, grabbing the body part, doing anything that we can. But obviously, we also preach to run to the ball. And that's something that we're improving on. We'll do a little bit more conditioning as a defense here, probably this week, just to make sure that all of our guys are running, linebacker core included, and just being able to kind of be there for our brothers. That's what it is. Am I my brother's keeper? Do I have his back? So when we have one brother that's trying to fly around the field and he may miss a certain tackle or take a bad angle, we have some guys there to clean it up. So
is the hardest part of that push play the fact that it's so compact and there's just so many bodies in there that you as a tackler, it's hard for you to really find a good spot where you can line a guy up and deliver that?
Well, it's about angles. It's about strategy. Obviously, you probably want to get some people pulling some guys back on that back end. So there's certain strategies that I think that people could start to use to be able to find a way. I mean, people have been trying all types of stuff, but obviously, hopefully we have a plan here. And I know we will. Coach Schwartz is a very smart guy, and I'm sure that we'll also get that, and it'll be a challenge for us to fulfill.
There was a very short-lived movement to try and get that play out of the game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to put any words in your mouth, but I'm guessing as a defender you would have no complaints if they revisit.
No complaints. I mean, if they keep winning, I would keep it in just to see, who would be the first defense in history to be able to stop, the tush push. So we'll see.
Have you ever gotten that clean of a punch out on a ball before? Going back to that fumble.
Well, yeah. Rookie year, the year after that, my first 2 years, I had a lot of punch outs. Yeah, I mean, I've done that before. College, it's not something that's new, but yeah, it's not something that's new. No.
Have you studied a lot of guys like Peanut Tillman was famous for it?
Yeah, I actually found out about Peanut Tillman when I got, I think, what was it? It might have been my first year here, actually. I think Michael Smith was talking a lot about him, like, hey, look, study this guy, you like to punch the ball out and practice a lot. So, that's something that obviously is a mission to be like. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a great linebacker, and obviously he's caused a lot of turnovers. So.
Jeremiah, with Jordan, obviously, he missed that game. He's been in and out a little the last couple of games. A lot more responsibility falls on you as kind of the signal caller, all of that stuff. I guess how have you sort of grown in that area, sort of being taking on that role?
Yeah, I'd be a little bit more paced. You got to be more attentive in a sense because you got other guys to fend for. You got to make sure that everybody gets the call, and even as a will linebacker, you have to repeat the calls anyways and make some of the signals too. But it's just a responsibility, being that mic, being able to kind of like almost turn your back to the offense in a sense, and we're incorporating different ways to do it too. Like everybody will be facing the offense just so that everybody can kind of be ready for the down. We don't want to get caught, not ready to play. So it's an interesting position to be in, but that's what they bring us here for. So.
Good.
Thanks.